This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Hi everyone, I'm Nitsuhone. Today I'm bringing you a different kind of video. Normally this would be a draft video, but it's actually going to be sealed because I'm about to play in day one of the qualifier weekend. Last month I was high enough in Mythic ranking that I qualified for this thing. And the format here is Baldur's Gate sealed. And so how does this work? Well, and what's at stake, I guess? That's the other question. If I win 7 times before losing twice, I get to play in day 2. And that would be, a separate video or, tomorrow. After I do, and when I do that, if I then go 7-1, I then qualify for the Arena Championship, which is where, that's really what you want to be doing in terms of, there's big prize payouts and stuff once you get there. Obviously, it's hard to do because you can only lose once, and variance is a thing in Magic. It's challenging. You have to do it 2 days in a row, but we're going to try. So that's what we'll be doing in this sealed video. Sometimes people ask me for sealed content, and I guess those people will be pretty happy. I've been doing pretty well in sealed overall in this format, but, it's kind of an interesting thing because I've been practicing sealed. But I've found that in general, the people who are playing sealed are more casual players, and it makes sense because it's not ranked. So while I've been doing really well, the competition I'm going to be up against in this is going to be miles better, so, it'll be interesting to see how that is. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we get. Okay, not the best rares to get ever. I don't think Traverse is normally very good. I don't think Stick Together is very good. I don't think Monster Manual is very good. I do think Grim Hireling is great, so we do have one. I think it's a bomb even. And then these two are fine, but the bottom 3 aren't cards I love. If we end up with the right deck makeup, Stick Together can work at least, whereas it's very difficult to make either of those work. So let's see what else we have, though. Obviously, our commons and uncommons and removal and all of that is really what matters. Some pretty good commons here, especially Priest of Ancient Lore in white. The Blessed Hippogriff has been great. But overall, and Pegasus Guardian's quite good too, but overall our white's not, amazing. I could see us playing it, but not as, our primary color. Blue, pretty hard to end up with enough good blue stuff to actually want to build a base blue kind of deck. Doesn't feel like that's what we have here. Yeah, we do have the Kindred Discovery, and we do have a Young Blue Dragon, and Pseudo Dragon Familiar is not bad. But the blue doesn't look great. Black, we're starting out pretty good just on this page. Sepulchre Ghouls are quite good. Viconia is really good. The Imps are fine. Okay, we've got a Grim Bounty, 3 Sewer Plagues. We also know we have this Hireling. It's not super deep, but almost every black card we have is very playable. I don't love Grim Wanderer, but I think this is a good place to start. See if black is where we want to be. It kind of feels that way to me. Servok's pretty good. It's not a ton of cards, but many of them are quite good. Sepulchre Ghoul, Viconia, Grim Bounty, Servok, and Grim Hireling are all really good, and then these are perfectly fine. Red looks pretty good too. Warcaller has been great in the format. Dragon's Fire is really good as well. Beyond that, the red's not that great though. We'll have to see what our fixing is, because splashing Dragon's Fire, for example, would be good. But, yeah, it's not great. Dragon's okay, but yeah. So what do we have in green? Well, we have some fixing, because we have Prosperous Innkeeper, who makes treasure. We've got some ramp and Scaled Nurturer. This is where our Scale Shield is, which I do think is okay. It's not great, but, It's also where Monster Manual is, which isn't great. Okay, it feels like our green looks pretty good, but let's look at our multicolored cards, especially in terms of top end. That's one thing we didn't really get much of in black. We have some nice top end here with 2 Herd Gorgers. We do have a Kalane. We also have, we have 2 Pilgrim's Eyes. Hello, okay. So, fixing, pretty important. I don't love Lantern of Revealing, but Pilgrim's Eye is really good at fixing. So, yeah. That does open the door to being able to play some off-color cards that are really good. Don't really have any like super splashable things in mind. Although Pegasus Guardian can actually be splashable. I might consider that. Blue, you know, the one blue card we have that can be good is Kindred Discovery, and kind of need the right deck. Let's take a look at what black-red would look like here, because we do have Kalane and good black-red cards, so enough of them anyway. We have 2 Sepulchre Ghouls. That's probably enough to run a Provocation. Just so shallow is our problem with red, though. So, you know, and none of it's great other than Dragon's Fire, so I think we're going to end up going green. Yeah, we'll run the Scale Shield. Arcane Archery is good. Band Together is nice. We have more fixing and Follow the Tracks and Ramp. I don't know that we're going to need that much, but we'll keep that in mind. Dragonborn's okay, although we need to pay attention to what our creatures are sized as. And right now, I guess it actually doesn't look that good. Gets a little better once we add in these top curve things, but yeah. So we really only need to run one mount, or yeah, one mountain if this is the route we're gonna go. We have so much fixing, but not that much that's exciting to play. I could splash Kalane, I suppose. It's kind of awkward on a splash, but if we already have Treasure in play and we like cast her, and we have a lot of ways to make Treasure, that seems pretty interesting. Yeah, like I said, the manual, you know, to elaborate on why I don't think it's very good is it's really clunky, and cheating things into play with it, like, it seems really appealing, but by the time you've done everything with it, it's not that impressive to, like, stick your Owlbear and play with it. Like, you know, you're not gaining a card, even with, you know, you do have the Mill Adventure, but yeah. It is funny, our black, like, you know, we only had one black card that I don't love to play, but, you know, we don't have that much black, so it's kind of funny. So yeah, like I said, Pegasus Guardian might be worth a look. We have so much fixing, I think we can get away with splashing red and white. You know, we've got the Pilgrim's Eyes, various ways to make Treasure, you know, like Grim Bounty and Grim Hireling, maybe an Innkeeper. I mean, splashing white too could be stretching it, but I don't know that it would be, and it's not like this thing isn't great. So I think we're going to consider that at the least. Other than that, though, I think this is pretty much our deck. We have some cuts we're going to need to make. We're going to go down to one of those 8 forests. Is that where we want to be? Maybe. Yeah, that works. So what do we want to cut? Well, the Scale Shield sort of keeps coming up. You know, it has a cool effect. It can be powerful in the right situation, but it's situational enough that it's never a card I love. So it may end up getting cut. You know, it's a rare, I know, but it's, I think, worse than a lot of the cards in our deck are. So, yeah, Dragonborn. I don't think it's going to line up well enough. We basically have to have Owlbear or Hill Giant Herdgorger in play to make the Dragonborn big. I guess Servok transformed, because you don't really want this to be a Hill Giant. If that's what, like, is going to happen a lot of the time. I guess if Sepulchre Ghoul has buffed itself, then, but yeah, I don't think we want it that much in the end. Yeah, and I don't think we play the Scale Shield. Arcane Archery is just way better as far as like a instant combat trick type thing. We do have enough things that are good with the Guardian too, like the Owlbears, Hill Giant Herdgorger, Inspiring Bard, for example, Pilgrim's Eye to a lesser extent. They're all pretty nice little things to have. So, 2 more cards to cut. We've got our 17 lands. Yeah, I don't really see us cutting any of this stuff. The Nurturer maybe isn't great. We're not going to ever gain life with it, but it is a ramp creature, and we have 3 6-drops and 2 5-drops, so I'm kind of okay with it. Kind of looking at the Bard a little more. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, and it takes away one of the cards that was good with our Guardian, but, you know, whatever. And we could maybe cut 1 Sewer Plague. It's definitely our weakest removal. And we have a lot of removal, so yeah. I think we just go down to 2 Sewer Plagues, and I think that's where we go. Alright, so this looks to be our deck. Looks pretty good to me. I do think the fixing is adequate enough to splash red and white. Do I have any doubts about that? Well, maybe. Is it enough to like try to throw in a Lantern of Revealing here, or just cut Pegasus Guardian? I don't think so. I mean, you play the Guardian late anyway. Yeah. I mean, I think this will work out okay. I think, you know, playing our best cards is what we want to be doing here. So, and that's what we're gonna try to do. Canadian A team. Oh boy. What a start. Okay, we're mulliganing that one. All right, this is much better. I can live with this. What do I cut? I mean, put on the bottom. Maybe just Sewer Plague? Band Together or Sewer Plague? We kind of want the Eye to help us hit our land drop at this point, but also fix for us. Could also just be Owlbear. It's probably Owlbear. Yeah, we're a ways away from it. And it's nice and all, but I guess all of these cards are better, basically. So, you can live with it. Alright. So, there's that land. So our opponent probably, as we say, red-white aggro tends to... Oh, no. Luckily, I can Sewer Plague that thing, and it actually deals with it. You know, this can stay specialized from the graveyard, but we can keep that from happening once we Sewer Plague it. Do I want to play the Ghoul or Viconia? I kind of like waiting on Viconia if I can, because, you know, specializing with her and exiling a thing, you know, matters. So, yeah, play Sepulchre Ghoul here. Without a thing to exile, of course, I guess Viconia also hates pretty well on Karlach. So, yeah, we'll just take 2. Alright, Priest of Ancient Lore. That does mean we're going to get to kill Karlach here. The question is whether I want to do that just yet. I could slow things down a bit here, play Pilgrim's Eye, have it in play for Grim Hireling next turn, and then start generating treasure. Because Karlach is a ways away from doing his thing. I mean, he's a 2-mana 2/2 with First Strike, which is a problem, but I actually think... I think we're going to go this Pilgrim's Eye route. And we're going to get... What are we going to get? Red, I guess? We have more red cards than white cards. So, yeah. And pass the turn. They can pump their whole board here with the Unicorn, which isn't great. See if they do. Ooh, that's pretty gross. It doesn't have First Strike, at least. Do I just want to block with Pilgrim's Eye here? So the problem with blocking with Pilgrim's Eye is that I won't have a thing that automatically gets in here so that I can use Grim Hireling. I think we just take this. I think if we can get Grim Hireling online, we're going to be in business, and we have the means to do it here. So, do I attack with both of these? The only problem with attacking with both is if they block with Karlach, I have to sacrifice something. So, we get 2 treasure either way, so we'll just go for the 2 treasure here. And we can already use some of it to kill, like, Priest of Ancient Lore right away if we wanted to. We could also just play Viconia here. You know, I think we just play Viconia. The size of Viconia is pretty important here. Does mean we're not using the removal here, but I think that's a pretty strong turn either way. Alright, so we're going to have to kill Karlach this next turn. That's how we'll be spending our turn, most likely. And we'd like to do it with Sewer Plague. It is kind of a funny non-bow that we have Viconia, like, you know, so we can steal this from their graveyard, but we're going to make it pretty bad because we're going to make it perpetually a 0/0. So it's kind of funny. Right, more mana. Don't hate it. So if I cast Sewer Plague here, I can kind of swing out. Alright, so let's just Sewer Plague Karlach here. He's gone. Is swinging out wise? I mean, probably not. Oh yeah, I guess they could still... They can still specialize it. He'll just be smaller. I think that means we need to exile him. Let's just do it now. Before we forget about it. Couldn't do anything else right away with our mana anyway. We are about to get 2 mana, but yeah. So... I guess we're just going to swing with the eye again. And then I think we may just use the treasure to kill Steadfast Unicorn. We could also leave up Band Together for now, but if they untap and use the Unicorn's ability, that's not great for us. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and kill the Unicorn here. I can also only activate it as a sorcery, so there you go. Alright. Now, board's looking pretty good. We still have a removal spell in our hand. We are going to be able to specialize this soon. I think they're going to kill it, though. So much for that. Well, they don't kill it. That means I can still get a card of value out of it when I specialize. You know, it can't attack or block, which matters, but... So the question here is, do I just hold on to Viconia because I can specialize and get, like, their Unicorn? Or do I just take 4? I think we just take 4. Okay. So, don't love that we keep drawing lands. We at least have Gate of Black Dragon next turn, but yeah, so... I think what we want to do here is band together to kill Soldiers of the Watch. Then... Swing back. Okay, yeah, so I think we just attack them for 6 here. Get some treasure. Probably kill one of the priests. Yeah, so we'll kill a priest. We could actually kill both priests. Let's just kill both priests, yeah. Clear out their board here. Leave up some mana so we can exile. May not matter, but hey. Viconia can still use her abilities. His abilities? I don't know. I'm not good at... don't know Dungeons and Dragons stuff well enough. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and... Oh, maybe I can't use the abilities. Never mind. How about that? So I definitely should sacrifice Viconia at some point. Okay, there's Kalain. Gives us another treasure. I think we go ahead and crack this here. Alright, well, that's okay. I think we hold on to Viconia until we, like, need it to punch through. You know, sacking it, that is, to punch through. Yeah. Do we go ahead and play Kalain? I mean, there's a chance they've got something here, like a sweeper in white. I think I'm going to hold on to Kalain for now. It also lets us hold on to treasure for removal. So, yeah, I guess we'll play this Plains. I was complaining that we didn't open up, like, really sweet rares, but, you know, it ended up not really mattering. I mean, we did open this one, and that's that's the one we have in play, so there you go. Okay, so let's play Kalane. I think we drop this thing to a 0-1, and then we attack, which will force it to block. Then we get 2 more treasure, yeah. So we want to do 3. If I played the Imp first, I could have Scryed here, I guess. That would have been cool. Alright, so then we attack. And we're going to sack... If I leave the mana up, though, I can just play the Herd Gorger in my second main phase. And we're at low enough life that that's kind of appealing. So, yeah, attack with everything. We're going to sack Viconia to Sepulchre Ghoul, so... You know... They kind of have to block. Unless they could have the do 5 to a creature thing. Let's find out. Yeah, so this dies, hopefully, and they go... Okay. We can live with that, certainly. We can't kill it outright, so... But that should be okay. They're at 1. All of our attacks will be lethal. I think we hold on to the treasure just in case they draw something we have to kill. So let's... I do not want to pay treasure. Oh, it does get bigger. But I think we still hold on to the treasure because of removal. Because we have Grim Hireling. And the fact that 1 damage is lethal makes it not really a big concern. Okay, so goodbye, Swamp. We get to Scry, so alright. We got there. Grim Hireling took over the game. Opponent had no removal for it. That's what's going to happen. See if we can do it again. So, sideboard. I don't think there's much I would change. I mean, if I, with Karlach, Sewer Plague does get a little better. But we've already got 2. It's not like... Didn't see a ton of flyers. I mean, this does work against the 3/4 double team, but yeah, I don't think we really have anything in the sideboard that'll help us in this matchup. The Bard's not terrible. Like, any sort of incidental life gain is nice, but I think we have enough of it on, like, our Herd Gorgers. It's been a while since I've played best of 3. Anything. Feels so slow. So slow. We did mulligan in that game. I forgot how awful our opening hand was. This one's keepable. We do really need that 3rd land, but we're on the draw, so I think we can get there. And then we'll get to Scry one way or another, which will help us draw. Another turn 1 unicorn. There's our 3rd land. Play our ghoul. Alright, no attack. I like that. Could have counter magic up here. I think we just play our imp and pass. I kind of wish I could kill the unicorn. And I could try, but with the mana they have up, seems like a bad idea. So we're just going to imp here. Might get countered. It does not pass the turn. It's really not worth attacking. Like, if they just had a 1-3, I would do it. Or just a 1-2, obviously, I would do it. But, yeah. So, they didn't pay the 4. So, we might get to go off with Grim Hireling again here. That would be cool. Can we just keep doing that? Good old Unicorn. They had it against us both games. Well, I think I'm going to play the Hireling here and see what happens. Feels... Oh, wow. Well, maybe we are going to go off with it again. Nah, they've got something this time. Might just be a bounce spell, though. I'd be okay with that. I'm okay with that, too, overall. I mean, I'd like to get the treasure now, but, you know, I can live. Especially because we have Dragon's Fire in our hand. Double Unicorn. We're drawing quite well, you know, because we can just play Owlbear in our second main phase here if we want to. Do we get in this time? This time we have mana up, so yeah, no trick or anything. Do I just want to play another Imp? I think just playing Owlbear and leaving our treasure is good. We can't actually kill any of these anyway, because we only have... Well, I guess we could kill one Unicorn. But I'm not desperate to do that right now. I think we'll just play Owlbear here. Ooh, Arcane Archery. So yeah, we have Dragon's Fire up, which is nice. I guess they could kill our Grim Hireling one way or another. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, well, they scooped. I don't know why, because they can pump their whole board. Well, I guess they don't have that good of an attack, frankly. So, but they had an attack that wasn't great once they went that wide, but I guess we would have still won in the long run. So, there you go. I don't even know what the prize output is. Wow, it's really good. I guess that makes sense, given that they're rewarding you for getting here. Cool. I was really just thinking about the qualifying part, but doesn't cost any gems to enter, so... Off to a 1-0 start. We just have to draw our Hireling every game and hope our opponents don't have removal, and we'll win, probably. That is how that goes, for the most part. All right, pretty good. Yeah, you know, yeah, works for me. I'm glad there wasn't a turn 1 Kobold. That's never fun. I don't even have a 2-drop. Man, if only we had red mana. We're gonna get it eventually, but, you know. We're a ways away still. Sepulchre Ghoul number 2. So, I could attack here and threaten to use Sewer Plague. And I don't hate the idea of using it. And then if they just take it, I play another Sepulchre Ghoul. Yeah. I think they probably just take it. Probably. Playing white makes it a little more likely because white actually has, like, tricks. Black doesn't really, for the most part. It is hard. But I think you kind of have to take it. Because obviously I have something, you know. Especially once you're playing at one of these events. I mean, the upside, maybe, you know, if they did block, maybe there's a reason they don't want me to add any more to the board this turn. And I wouldn't if I had to use Sewer Plague or a trick, so. Double Sepulchre Ghoul. Yeah. Flaming Fist Officer. Okay. So there's green, which is nice. It's our second most plentiful color, so I think we just kill Flaming Fist Officer and attack. Yeah. That out of the way. Swing for 4. Got removal in our hand, and the removal will also let us cast Kalain, which is nice. That's less nice. Probably do the same thing here, where we kill their blocking creature and attack them for 4 again. Yeah, we don't have double green just yet, so that is kind of what we need to do. Yeah, so let's Grim Bounty the... Oh, wait a second. Kind of forgot about the whole... This is a 2-3 thing. Do I still want to do it? Probably. Least of all because it will fix our mana for us. It'll allow us to play Kalain this turn and then Owlbear with a counter on it next turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, do that. Once I play Kalain, I can also attack without being super concerned about it, I think. I mean, yes, I'd like for her to stick around, but... Yeah, I think we attack with both, and if they block, we give up Kalain. The Owlbear won't have a counter next turn, but I'll still be able to cast it, so... Alright. So, yeah. Bye-bye, Kalain. Still leaves us the treasure to cast our Owlbear. Battlecry Goblin is obnoxious, especially on future turns. Let's just draw another Sewer Plague. Their creatures are small enough. We may end up siding in our third Sewer Plague here. We'll see. There's Servok. Definitely think we play Owlbear, though. Hey, there's a Sewer Plague. We're not going to quite be able to do it in time to feel really great about it. There are a lot of things that can go wrong with our opponent having 3 white mana up. So I kind of don't think we attack. Because if I attack and then sack something and they make this indestructible, or they buff it, or any number of other things, they blink it and I sack, like, it's not worth it. So I think we pass this turn. It may mean they can get Pack Tactics going this turn, but we'll have to see. If we draw another land, we can play both of these next turn, which is pretty spicy, especially with a Trampler. I guess it's only giving +1 right now, but +1, +0, you know, that matters. Sewer Plague number 3. Looks pretty appealing so far. Uh-oh. That is bad. So they're going to give double team to Battlecry Goblin. The good news is I can block and kill it with my Owlbear, unless they have a trick. They don't get to attack. I like it. I like that. Okay. Interesting. What do I kill now? Probably just Ulder Ravenguard, right? Because, okay, well, or I'll just draw a land that lets me kill both their creatures. Indestructibility is a possibility. Doesn't stop Sewer Plague. It does stop Band Together. So... yeah. I think we're going to band together here. Targeting Raven Guard. What happens? That is 6 damage, so a run-of-the-mill combat trick isn't going to help. Okay, that's fine, I think. Because then we're going to Sewer Plague the Battlecry Goblin and attack them for 8. Yeah. So... life gain is a pain. Alright, so let's play Servok here. And also Scaled Nurturer. So I have another body. And if I sack first, I also get +2/+0 from Servok. So this will be a 6/4. Yeah, so let's just do this. Yeah, that takes game 1. Sewer Plague number 3, like I said, is looking a little interesting. What would I cut for it? Yeah, we haven't seen our Innkeeper yet. I mean, is it just better than Band Together in this particular matchup? You know, it's really good. We didn't see any Hippogriffs, but I think we can assume they have them. And this actually works against that. But Band Together can kill bigger things faster. So yeah, I don't think we change anything. Breath Weapon, I mean, I don't think so. It kills basically all of our little creatures, so... didn't see enough flyers or anything to bring in that sort of thing. It's too bad we don't have the... maybe we do, and I'm just not paying attention, but the 1-mana Naturalize/cycling card. We don't have our primary color at all, but we're on the draw, and we have Pilgrim's Eye, and we can cast Dragon's Fire on turn 2 or whatever, so I think we can keep it, but the double Herdgorger situation isn't awesome, but we're not that far. I mean, if we draw... I guess there's a lot of cards we could draw that wouldn't be so good, but as long as one of them's a land, I think we're in business. It's definitely not a perfect hand, but... I guess this is the Qualifier board. Okay, we drew green mana, which is really good news. Definitely want to play it, because we may draw like a green... well, I guess if we draw a green 2-drop, we could play it. Because we could just play the forest. It's not like we have a double green card. Yeah, I think we just don't want that around. I may regret that if they play a double team creature, I guess, but they don't. They play a creature that removal's not good against anyway, so it always feels good. All right, well, we did it. Swamp or forest? I guess swamp, since we're closer to needing double black, and this can actually give us double green, ramp us into it if we need to, so yeah, swamp it is. I probably... Oh, God. Look who's back. Luckily, we're going to kill him again, but they get to double team first this time. So, that's not fun. I don't think I bother blocking, although maybe I do. With Sepulchre Ghoul in my hand, it makes me not want to a little, but I'm not going to play it this turn, so we'll just go ahead and take down the original Priest. And then Grim Bounty Ulder. Next turn, we can slam a Herd Gorger on what is going to be a mostly empty board. Unfortunately, we can't do back-to-back because we didn't grab a forest and then we drew all our swamps. But hey, we are going to play one, and maybe we'll draw a forest next turn. If we don't, I mean, the consolation prize is we play 2 Sepulchre Ghouls, so I guess I can live with that. Ooh, another double green card. Alright, so yeah, we'll attack with our Herd Gorger. Gets in there, unsurprisingly. We need another green mana. That is a 6/3, which is pretty nice because we can trade with our Herd Gorger now. So, ooh, we drew green. That's nice. Do I swing out here? Don't hate that plan. There's a chance that all 3 of these creatures and all 3 of their creatures die, but then we play Herd Gorger on another empty board, followed up with Owlbear. I mean, if that's what they want to do... Well, I guess the problem is they could block with Iron Golem on a Sepulchre Ghoul, but I guess if they're doing that, we still have a Herd Gorger. So, yeah. Let's just swing out. Yeah, the board's just going to get cleared out. I think it's better to clear the board out than it is to save one of these and keep one of their creatures alive. Yeah. So, Herd Gorger. They do have a lot of cards left, which certainly matters. Owlbear will help us catch up a little more in that direction. They have a lot of cards left because of this, which not only gave them a second creature, it gave them a creature that drew them a card. So, you know, pretty gross. All right, removal doesn't hurt. So let's swing. You go to 8. Play Owlbear. Aw, it's always sad when you tap your red mana when you don't need to. The auto tapper. I can't imagine they would attack here, yeah. Okay. So, tricks are a possibility. Stealing their older Raven Guard seems pretty sweet at some point if we get there with Viconia. Alright, so I think we attack here. Then we may play Kalane and Viconia as a 3/4. Alright, so there is a chance there's a trick, but I think hitting this with Sewer Plague is pretty good. Doesn't matter which one I hit, I guess. I guess maybe I'd rather hit this in case they reanimate, but it probably doesn't matter. What do they have? Uh-oh. So the way I blocked is bad. I mean, the way I ordered blocks is bad because if they do have something here, I can only kill Valor Singer, and I would have rather killed the Paladin. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. It might. I mean, they have 1 white mana. A lot can go wrong in this format when your opponent has 1 white mana. Now, their creature won't be saved. And I guess mine won't die either. If it's indestructibility, it'll just... Oh, no, I still get to kill the paladin. Yeah. I don't know what kind of math I was doing there. My initial way I did it was fine. I was second-guessing myself. Looks like it's going to work out for us, though. Or they'll bounce that. Okay. So that's interesting. It saves their creature, but that's pretty much it. So let's play Kalane. And then play Viconia with Kalane. We have all our mana, so we don't need to hold on to this treasure. Stealing their older Raven Guard and then casting it and copying our Hill Giant Herd Gorger would be pretty cool. Alright, we got there. So, we won both of those games in the absence of Grim Hireling, so that's nice. We definitely want to play first. Okay, glad I played first, because on the draw this would be a lot worse, because we don't have a 2-drop, but... Playing first, it's acceptable. Oh, we actually have clocks, like on Magic Online. Olden days. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so Nefarious Imp number 1. Nefarious Imp attacks. Nefarious Imp number 2. These guys are pretty nice. The matchup where they're bad, though, is this one, because the chances that our opponent has the Ghast are high, and the Ghast just, like, destroys these far too efficiently. Alright, so let's attack with both Imps. Good news is, if they kill one, I get to scry 2. Like, that's pretty nice. And that's what's going to happen here. Let's hope they damage themselves, too. They don't. They only damage us. We do get to scry. Ooh. We do have Grim Bounty. But... we already have 2 removal spells that we can already cast. So I don't think we leave it. And we're a ways away from casting this. I mean, we really need to be adding to the board effectively, and we're not going to be doing that anytime soon if we leave both of those cards. So we can play Servok now for actual value, though, and I think that's probably what I do instead of Viconia. Also means Band Together is slightly better here. Looks like Servok might be dead. Another Faraday's Fireball? No, Grim Bounty. You get to scry again, I like it. Okay, well that we leave. Finally. Alright, so now we definitely play Grim Hireling and attack them. Do I use the treasure to also slam Viconia? I think so. Also get to scry. Okay, 5th land is good. I think we leave it. Lets us cast Owlbear this turn if we want to. It's also our only planes, so... Grim Hireling might be dead now, but... we could get it back with our Viconia, so... don't think that's what we're going to end up doing here. I think we probably just play Owlbear after we attack. You know, we could specialize, but I think that would be getting cute when we can just immediately add to the board a Trampler when we have instant speed removal in our hand and our opponent's at single-digit life, like, ooh, gross. Make that unblockable. I mean, they're dead on the backswing, unless they also specialize, but they can't specialize and equip here, so yeah. Again, I don't really think there's much we can change that make a meaningful difference. They did have a bunch of removal, and that makes Yuan Ti Scale Shield a little more interesting, but... All right. Not a bad hand. You know, having Pegasus Guardian in your hand when you have no white mana isn't great, but it is acceptable. So playing like a turn 3 Servok doesn't exactly seem amazing, you know, when we have no cards in our graveyard, no creatures in our graveyard. So I think I'd rather just play the more aggressive creature here. If we see some ghasts, we may want to cut at least one of our imps, even though they did a great job for us in the last game. Do I just block this thing if it attacks me? I probably would. You know, with Servok in our hand, we're incentivized to get things in our graveyard and to trade to some extent, so... So next turn, they're going to have Pack Tactics ready to go. I could play the Nurturer here, and I think maybe I do. Because it gives me something I can sack, but... It's also maybe just better to get rid of one of these. So there's no Pack Tactics this turn. I can also wait. There's a chance they have tricks, but not like an incredibly high one. Yeah, let's just wait. I don't have white mana, so I'm less concerned about some things. I think we declare a block on the captain and see what they do. Chances are good that they don't do anything. You know, why would they? We still take 2. Oh god. Why didn't they play that? Couldn't they have played that and buffed both, attacked, made a... Oh god, I think they missed some serious damage there. So, with the Herd Gorger in our hand, I think we play Nurturer now. Now, they're still going to get it this turn. They're going to get a Goblin token. So, you know. There you go. But, yeah. Young Red Dragon makes a treasure. So... Yeah, I mean, I think they just end up buffing their whole board. Well, this is the only thing that gets buffed, but it's enough to make another Goblin. Of course, I can block and sack the Nurturer. Maybe that's what they're worried about. But the best I can do in that situation is trade, so... Yeah. So, I wish it could sack to itself so they didn't get the treasure here, but, you know, it's not how it works. Unfortunately. So, yeah, here comes a Goblin token. We get to block the token at least, but yeah, we're in some trouble now. So, is Owlbear, like, just as good at this point? Especially because this will stay untapped. I don't think so. Herdgorger's life gain and size will hopefully be enough. But we're not in great shape here. I mean, games have mostly gone our way so far. This one has a Battlecry Goblin on the opposing side that we haven't killed. So things aren't going to go great. All right. So I think we try to block Battlecry Goblin here and take 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. If they have removal or anything. Okay. They do have removal, but their creature also dies. Their biggest problem creature of them all. So I'm okay with it. Alright, so now we're going to play Owlbear. The bad news is they do still have a flyer chilling. Okay, we can kill it though now. Will we stabilize now that Battlecry Goblin is no longer with us? Oh god. Fight our Owlbear, yeah. Block that, go to 4. Another Owlbear, huh? Yeah, I think that's the play. Wish I'd drawn white there so I could blink my Owlbear and draw a card, but we'll have white soon enough thanks to Grim Bounty. We do know we have another Herdgorger in our deck, but it's all the way on the bottom, so you know. Okay. So, yeah, we gotta kill the flyer. Then what? Just play Servok, probably. I could leave up mana to blink my Owlbear. I could also play Kalane, which would set us up with white mana for next turn. And also make this a 4/4 flyer. Kalane's actually not bad here. Just because a 1/2 can block the token they don't buff. Servok is certainly larger. And once I... yeah. You know what? Well, this lets me leave another blocker back, too. We'll just play Kalane here. We're still not really in a position to attack. I guess I could just play Servok as a 4/4 here now. Maybe that's just better. Being able to play the Guardian is probably better. Especially because I can use the treasure to cast it, so I'll get a 1/1. So, yeah, we'll get 2 bodies next turn if that's what we do. We also get to leave up the blink effect in case there's a reason we need to do that. A second Valor Singer is not something I love. So, trade with Owlbear. Trade our Owlbear for this Valor Singer. Seems fine. I think we do want to get rid of it. It's going to make Servok better later, so... Oh, we just lost sound. The good old sound glitch. Oh, there it is. Okay. So. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can actually cast both of these, which is pretty spicy. Okay. Here comes a 1/1. So, specializing him green is pretty good. I mean, we can really send in an enormous... Uh-oh. Well, now we're going to die. Not this turn, but unless we draw removal. The Hireling doesn't quite do it. They can still hit me for 1 next turn. I can't do the lifelink version, unfortunately. When this creature specializes, seek a creature card and put it into your graveyard, then conjure 2 duplicates into our graveyard. So, how much damage can we do here? Nowhere near enough, right? Because we have 3... so it'll be 6. So 10, 11, not nearly enough. So I guess we have to use Gate of the Black Dragon here and hope we hit what we need. Yeah, that's really the only choice, I think. Oh my god. This is a good time to be really lucky, you know? Okay, so... Alright. In that case... I'm going to send in a Pegasus here. I'm going to Sewer Plague the Valor Singer. Oh, we're still dead, though. We're still dead. It felt lucky, but we're still dead, because I can just put it on a Goblin. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, they got us either way. It was a pretty good draw. Okay, they have a Grim Hireling, too. Good to know. Thieves' Tools. Does kind of feel like Sewer Plague number 3 is going to be especially good here. There are very few creatures we saw that don't die to it by their next turn. Whereas, you know, Band Together requires enough setup that I think it's probably not as good as Sewer Plague in this matchup. Yeah. Okay. So what I should have done... No, I would have been dead if I waited. I was thinking maybe I should have waited to cast Sewer Plague until they attacked, but it still would have had 1 power. Unless they pumped something else. I guess it was probably still the best option. Okay, this is fine. A little slow, but we're on the play. So I can live with it. Don't you love it when you draw your Prosperous Innkeeper on turn 3? Do I play it here over the eye so I can slam Owlbear next turn? Seems pretty good. There's a Viconia. Yeah, we just play Owlbear here. I think I block if they attack with Valor Singer. Looks like they're going to kill my bear. That's okay. Okay. So... Pilgrim's Eye plus Viconia and then Herdgorger next turn is pretty good. Gonna grab Mountain because we have more red cards. And we'll also play Viconia. Yeah. So, do I just take 4 here? Probably. I can get my owlbear back at some point. If we deem that necessary. The aggro is not making me happy, but the fact we're gaining life, like we're about to get back up to 20 here, is pretty nice. I think we swing with Pilgrim's Eye, eh? Play Herd Gorger. So, I mean, they have a pretty good attack here. However, they decide to distribute things. Yeah, so I think we try to block a Valor Singer here with our Herd Gorger and take 6. See what goes wrong. Hopefully nothing. Blocking the first striker would have been less ideal because they could have used a cheap removal spell to kill it and not lose their creature, whereas here, if they have removal, they're going to have to lose the Valor Singer too. Alright. They Manticore it. Fair enough. Oh, God. Well, now we know the other thing we need to use Sewer Plague on. So I think we're going to transform her this turn. A 3/4 is going to be some business. But yeah, we'll go ahead and Sewer Plague. So the problem is with transforming her, we basically need 3 mana because we also need to exile one thing. So let's keep that in mind. He tells himself. So yeah, Sewer Plague on Battlecry Goblin. I could steal their Goblin too, but I think another Herd Gorger is going to do some more work than that. So we're going to exile our own Herd Gorger. We're going to specialize. Get a Herd Gorger in our hand. Pass the turn. So we can block the Manticore in the air. This will also drain them an additional 2, because that's the special effect she adds. So that's cool. You know, I never thought about how Pilgrim's Eye can sort of set up specialized creatures. So, like, if you really want one mode, I haven't really had that come up. Kind of came up here. Like, we could have searched up a Plains if we wanted. Yeah, haven't seen that before, but all right. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Well, we do get a significant punch to the face here, but, you know. Do we just take 6? Or do I want to chump one of these? I think we just take 6. Weird sound thing again. Alright, so, I mean, there's a good chance they still have removal, and that's why they were so willing to do that. But we're going to gain back 5 life here. So, 6 actually, because of the Innkeeper. So that feels pretty good. Makes taking 6 there, you sort of erased it, you know. Each opponent sacrifices a permanent. Okay. Bye-bye, Forest. So we definitely block Manticore with Pilgrim's Eye, given the opportunity. Nice. So Sewer Plague has a number of uses here, potential uses. We'll play Pilgrim's Eye and grab our Plains. God, the sound glitch is so weird. So we're at 13. Play our Plains. I think we wait to see how we want to use the Plague, because we can use it on the Elemental and get it off the board at the same time. Like if they decide what they want to do is attack, we're going to cast it at the end of their turn one way or another probably. But if there's like a trick involved in their turn or something, then, oh, okay. Well, now they've forced me to use Sewer Plague because we can't let them have it. I guess I can give them the Swamp. Works for me, yeah. I get to choose, so have a Swamp. You do get a free Swamp, you know, that's not nothing. But it's not that meaningful either. Does that work? Or do they get me somehow? Let's hope not. Another Manticore would be frustrating. Alright, so I think it's time to crack this. Okay, Arcane Archery could be useful in the future. Back up to 14. So what are we waiting for? I guess to draw our Grim Hireling. Guess that's the plan. They're at so much life that we can't really count on like Arcane Archery doing the job. Reach and Trample. Then the next creature I cast also gets Reach and Trample. It's cool. Alright, so we definitely block with a Pilgrim's Eye here. Yeah. Owlbear. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't play Owlbear and Arcane Archery. I'm trying to decide if I'm okay with that for a turn. I could also just plan on using the archery defensively, which is generally not a good idea. I could also potentially attack with Herd Gorger here, for what that's worth. I'm at 14, so it'd be tough for them to take me down, but one more mana would have been awesome here. Yeah. I think we'll play the Owlbear. Yeah. If we draw a forest, that would be cool. Okay, Hurt Gorger works. Yeah, we are probably going to take a hit here for the first time in a while. But next turn, we can attack with one Herd Gorger and see what happens, and then, you know, block the other one. So I think we go ahead and kill the Manticore here. Drops us to 12. Feels like we might turn the corner here, which is nice. Hey, Servok. So, yeah, let's attack with Herd Gorger number 1 here. Do they take 7? They do. So let's play Servok, and we'll leave up mana for archery, and hopefully we don't get utterly blown out. That can and does happen if you use tricks defensively. It's more likely to happen because your opponent has more mana. But it looks like we got there. That one was grindier than the others, but we did it. Apologies for the sound. It's something on Magic Arena's end. All right, we're off to a good start. Can we keep it up? We're at 3-0. We just have to win 4 more matches before losing 2. I mean, that's not easy, but, you know, like I said, I like that there's a nice gym payout for this. If nothing else. Because you don't, like I said, you don't pay gems for it. You just, I mean, you essentially do because you had to draft a million times to get into this event, but yeah. All right, definitely a keeper. Turn 2 Innkeeper was huge for us in our last game, and hopefully it can be here too. Okay, we drew a Swamp. Do I lead with Viconia? So, I kind of think we do. We'll wait till some stuff's in the graveyard. If I play Viconia, I can definitely do more early in terms of attacking, but there's so many creatures they can play that Viconia can't attack into. like that it wouldn't have felt very good. So, yeah. All right. So we'll play our Pilgrim's Eye here, and I guess we're going to grab our Mountain. We do need double black at some point, but we're likely to draw it. So... can play Owlbear on turn 4 again here. Yeah, Circle of Moon Druid. Yeah, like I said, we're going to need double black at some point. Not at that point yet, though. Let's play our Owlbear. Okay. So, play Herdgorger in a couple turns. I guess we Rumble with Pilgrim's Eye here. I don't think I block Circle of Moon Druid if it attacks me. Okay, that thing is nice. Some of the best sealed decks I've had in this format involve like having 2 of those, and then you can basically just play everything in your deck. In your sealed pool, I should say. You can just play it all. Ooh. Okay. I think we play the Plains just because it could signify a whole bunch of different stuff. Yeah. That they might feel like they need to be worried about. I think we probably just play Viconia, leave up Dragon's Fire. Attack them for 1 again before we do that. Yeah. Wasn't really worth Dragon's Firing. Like, you know, the Death Toucher is sweet and all to kill, but I still wouldn't have had good attacks, really. So, like, my Owlbear could still get double blocked and killed fairly easily. Nothing, huh? So, I think we do Dragon's Fire the Death Toucher now. Try to, anyway. The fact that they wanted to leave up all their mana might mean they have a thing, you know? Does give us something to exile with Viconia, too, if it dies. So that's cool. They have something, clearly. They just aren't sure if they want to use it. Wonder if our 1 white mana scared them out of doing something. Well, we'll find out now, because our white mana is now tapped. Okay. It shouldn't have scared them because the indestructibility doesn't stop anything. We could exile some stuff before she dies, like their Sewer Plague, but then we can't play our Herdgorger, so she's just gonna die. We're okay with that. Okay. Do I still want to play my Herdgorger? Or is it better to try to set up Sewer Plague, like attack with both of these? I guess with their mana up, it's probably not wise. So we'll just attack again with Pilgrim's Eye. Gain some life with Herdgorger. You know, and also play a massive creature. Still need that double black. Well, can she specialize right away? Oh god, she can. That's not good, you guys. Sewer Plague actually is pretty good against her. So there's that. Yeah, because it's perpetual. She's not going to lose her, yeah. So, Sewer Plague it is. She is going to be a lot weaker, and eventually she'll be so weak that she just can't come back to the board. I guess she already is, right? Yeah. Pack with Pilgrim's Eye again. In the turn. So that actually works out pretty well. Do we want to bring in a third Sewer Plague against someone playing Lucamina? Maybe, because her ability to come back is absurd, and all the things she can transform into are absurd. So, it's not a bad idea. Yay, Perpetual. Any other kind of removal feels miserable against her. Oh my god! They have Minsk and Boo?
Fight the good fight. Actually, fight all the
Oh my. That is bad. Okay, okay. Lucamina followed by Minsk and Boo, seriously. Kind of dealt with the Lucamina, but not really. If I can attack here, I guess, but the problem is they have really good blocks. This Boo will just come back every turn, too. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know if we can win this thing. These two synergize well together, too, because they're just going to keep buffing it so it doesn't die. Alright. I guess I'm going to send Herd Gorger and Pilgrim's Eye after Boo. I don't know what else we can do here. If we draw some more black mana, we'll be in some business, because we can Grim Bounty her, and then she'll still perpetually be debuffed, but she won't have the counters. So eventually we can get there, but we're pretty far away still. And like I said, this generates a new Boo every turn. It's really going to be sad for me. This is the first time I've had to play against Minsk and Boo in this format. It's going to be sad to me. Oh, I actually had it in a sealed, at least. So I guess I played it before. I really need a swamp. Of course, even after I have a swamp, it only is going to let me deal with Lucamina. It's not going to let me deal with Boo and Minsk, so. Sewer Plague number 2? Okay. I could play the Imp, because the Imp's Scry could help us find the black mana. They're still going to end up being able to stay mostly ahead, but I am wondering whether it's worth firing off a second Sewer Plague. I guess we just want to play the Imp. The Imp also lets us pressure Minsk and Boo, so.
Beware. This is a powerful hamster.
Oh, and if you're wondering why I like Minsk and Boo so much, it's because we have pet hamsters. You can see lots of pictures of our rodents on Twitter if you're interested. I post them occasionally on YouTube, but.
Magic? We have muscle.
Ooh. Hello there. Okay. Have a bomb of our own. I don't think it's quite as good as Lucamina. However, it will do some work. So, attack Boo for 3. Do I have to hit my opponent? I do, to get the treasure. But I think if we can get Minsk and Boo down to 1 loyalty, we'll be in better shape. So that's what we're going to do. Try to do, anyway. Alright. We do get to scry, for what that's worth. Pilgrim's Eye does get us a swamp, and it gives us a body, and we'll have the mana to play it, play the swamp, and then finally cast Grim Bounty. But we'll still be having to deal with Minsk and Boo. So. Okay, they're finally gonna use this powerful effect, which lets them do 2 to a thing and draw 2 cards. So good. Yeah, I had it in sealed once, and it was obviously really good. I splashed it. Okay. They've had enough of my flyers, I guess. Okay, we're finally going to get rid of this thing. So happy. Unless they have a way to protect it. Let's hope they don't. If we get rid of it, attacking with both Herd Gorgers becomes pretty attractive. Okay. I can even kill Boo, Minsk and Boo with it. That is interesting. But, is that better? I don't think so. This will shrink their whole board. Yeah. Although there is a better chance they can protect Lucamina, I suppose. They're going to be able to, I think. Oh, God, yeah. So that's not good. I guess Sewer Plague number 2 is our main plan here.
Look at us.
It's amazing that it has 14 counters and it's still that small. Oh my god. Oh man, they got a great pool. Not that we didn't, but you know. Okay. 4-4. Then 2-2, put 3 counters on. Oh god, it's just so hard to kill. I guess we're just gonna do this. I think we're gonna lose though. There's just too many good rares going on over there. And not even just rares. I mean, they've gone really wide. We are at 30. We have that going for us. But, yeah. Now they're just going to put counters on other things and let this die, finally. If it's gone, they don't have any more tramplers other than their hamster, of course. And the it's not like the hamster's not insane. So, yeah. 2 druids. They do only have 15 cards left, and we're at 30. Their board is about to get significantly downgraded. They may swing here, I guess, because of that fact. What to do? Leaning towards take 8 being what to do there. Okay. Now we have band together. So I guess we're gonna do this. See what happens. Okay. So this is gonna drop to a 1/1. Should I just kill it? I've used so many removal spells on it. Maybe I should just kill it. We know they have a swamp in their hand this time. It'll have taken 3 removal spells to take it down, but... there it goes. It's gone. Alright, so we'll tack it down to 1 loyalty. They're at 11 cards. Yeah, they have a bunch of mana dorks in a Raga Draga. It's pretty gross. If they ever cast a big spell again, we're going to be in serious trouble as well. Because as soon as they do, this will buff something massive, so... Alright, so I think it's probably time to trade. Counters on Boo. And then they can sack Boo to turn it into removal and stuff, which is messed up.
We are tough.
Alright, so Pilgrim's Eye attacks Minskin Boo again. So play the Imp. So I think we're finally going to kill Minskin Boo here. The amount of time it's taken us to kill both of their bombs probably will lose us the game in the end. I mean, look at that. Look at that owlbear. Look at that thing. I mean, the bad part is if I do block, they have the best creatures on the board by far. But I do kill that. Then we kill Minskin Boo in our turn. We also get to Scry. I kind of think we've got to do it. They still have Raga Draga, unfortunately, but I think this is what we have to do. If they have removal or a trick, I'm going to be really sad. I don't think I would immediately... I didn't assume they have one just because it's such a good attack for them. Yeah. We are running out of options. I guess any creature is kind of appealing right now. Gains us a life. It can block. So, yeah. We'll just leave it. Oh, no. They have removal for our Imp? Oh, my God, they do. That is unfortunate. Ooh. He's going to be interesting. Could help us find lethal out of nowhere. Like, I can play it next turn, buff this to 9. That's pretty good. Alright, Boo is a 4/4 now. Yeah. So. Okay. Well. You're going to block one of those. And then do I take 16? I probably shouldn't. I don't think... Doesn't feel to me like we're going to be able to endure here. I guess blocking with Sepulchre Ghoul here, and then sacking the Nurturer isn't bad. We're still taking 12, though. I would prefer not to take 12. Innkeeper blocks 2. I mean, we need 2 turns, basically, to kill them with Servok. That's kind of what we're looking at right here. And the problem is they can turn this into removal, so we're not going to be able to kill them with Servok because we have to kill Minskin Boo first. So it's probably not going to work out, but if I had them at a little bit lower of life, you know, there might have been a chance here. You know, if I hadn't been attacking Boo this whole time, we could one-shot them with Pilgrim's Eye and Servok. But we're not quite going to be able to get there. We'll hit them for 11. Ooh. Okay. That was miserable. Hit them for 12. 12. I guess I should have held on to a... Yeah, because if we could specialize him into black, we could win here. But we're not going to be able to. It's not quite enough. Take that. So they have to turn Boo into removal, unless they can do lethal to me. Yeah, so they're going to turn Boo into removal. I guess Boo helps them do lethal, actually. So, because they can attack for 8, 9, 12. Yeah, so that's lethal. That was tough. That was a tough game. Very hard to beat. Back-to-back Lucamina and Boo. It's not really what you want to be dealing with. I think we do want another Sewer Plague. Hasn't really seemed like we need Nurturers all that much. Yeah. We have enough other ramp, I think, and I'd like to still leave in-band together. And it's like, not only did they play Lucamina and Boo, Minsk and Boo, they played them back-to-back. Back-to-back turns. It's amazing I stayed in that game as long as I did. The way it panned out, it definitely feels like just attacking them probably would have won us the game instead of trying to get rid of their bombs, but I don't know. We had enough flying damage going at them that it probably would have worked with the 2 Herd Gorgers on the ground. That was probably our best course of action. Obviously, it's a good hand. We have Pilgrim's Eye to grab us what we need. We've got a Grim Hireling and a Flyer, so all of that's pretty good. All right, we've got our red mana, which is cool. Also means we can play Pilgrim's Eye next turn, and maybe if we draw another land next turn or the turn after, play our Hireling, get a treasure, and go to town. Oh yeah, we know we're going to get a land because of Pilgrim's Eye, so there you go. So yeah, play Pilgrim's Eye. We're going to grab the Plains, given that we have Pegasus Guardian in our hand. We could even potentially use the Pegasus Guardian to get another land. So there you go. All right, we're going to get to go off a little bit, at least with Grim Hireling here. They are ramping, and we know they have some juice, so that part's not so good. Double black is nice. Yeah, player Plains. They know we have it, so, you know. Ooh, almost didn't play my Hireling first. That would have been bad. Hold on to the treasure. We do have Pegasus Guardian up in case they like try to kill our Grim Hireling here, which is pretty nice. There's a Raga Draga. Okay. So, kind of think we just attack and then kill Raga Draga by sacking our treasure. We could threaten to just use Arcane Archery. They only have 1 green mana. There's not a ton they can do with it. So maybe I attack with the Ghoul and Pilgrim's Eye here. Yeah. Hold on to the treasure if we can. Alright, see you later, Raga Draga. We go up to 4 treasures. Do I just slam Pegasus Guardian here? I kind of think we do. Yeah, we do. Even gets a counter and reach and trample. And then it makes a token. Weird sound glitch. I think we probably have this one, barring something incredible. Even Lucamina doesn't really get them out of this. Alright, they do kill our Pegasus Guardian. That's okay, though. Kalane gives us an extra treasure to work with. I guess we swing out here because we have Sewer Plague. Yeah. Sound glitch is fun. Yeah, so we'll use Sewer Plague. Drop them to 9, get 2 more treasures. Hold on to... yeah, we'll just hold on to this forest to bluff that we can actually do something when we, in fact, cannot. All right, took game 2. Kind of funny, each of those games was dominated by a different one of us. We actually killed them way faster than they killed us, at least. Sound is back. Seems like such a weird glitch that like they're like, well, sound isn't working correctly. It's like, what? Whew, boy. Only green mana, but we have an innkeeper. We're on the draw. I think it's a keep. Let's hope we draw a Pilgrim's Eye, but I think it's an okay keep. Ooh, another forest. Not really what you're hoping for, but... okay, so play an innkeeper. Maybe I should have mulliganed, huh? Well, Herd Gorger at least is something I can play. I think we play Viconia. Yeah, so let's attack him for 1. Take that. Then play Viconia here. Takes us up to 19. Come on, Swamps. I need you. Ooh. Yeah, I think we just take it. Since they want to rumble, I mean... gross. That's not good. I mean, playing that in that last game, in game 1, I mean, is like really what lost us the game. Because I just got such a big advantage. And it is a big advantage. Yeah, okay. Do I plan on blocking with Viconia? I guess so. I guess we kind of have to now. I mean, I could go more aggressive and just accept that I'm going to take 4. Hope the Herd Gorger slows things down. Yeah, let's just swing for 2. This wasn't a great keep, but I think holding on to 7 cards, knowing I have like removal and a bunch of... oh, we need to be able to kill Boo. We need it so bad. Yeah, that hurts. No blocks. Okay, there's some black mana. That is one step in the right direction. We'll play Sepulchre Ghoul, but this is about to be a 7/7 before we ever get a chance, so that is not so good. So yeah, maybe we kill Boo next turn. We still have to hit another swamp. Or maybe we play the Herd Gorger next turn, but they still have this huge hamster token. Oh, yeah. Yep, I mean, sacking doesn't do anything for us, so let it happen. We're probably about to play Lucamina again, too. We go to 10. So they're going to do 4 to something and draw 4. It's not crazy or anything. Not insane value. It's so eerily quiet without the sound. Oh boy. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we could have had a nice opening here, but since Boo's only at 2 loyalty, so we're gonna grab a swamp. We obviously need it. Oh, was playing the Herd Gorger just better? That it definitely was. I kind of got tunnel visioned on how much I wanted a swamp. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much, you know, they get another free Boo on their turn and they start using that ability. So even with the Herd Gorger in play, we wouldn't have been in great shape. I mean, I guess we would have been in okay shape because they would have had to start over on Boo, but they have so many cards in their hand, it doesn't really matter, you know? Like, it just doesn't really matter. Probably get to kill Boo this turn. Yeah, because see, if I played Herd Gorger this turn, next turn I could have played Eye and Bounty in the same turn. So yeah, it was definitely the better route to take. Fireball. We go to 10. I imagine they just rumble here. I don't know why. Yeah, I was just saying, Null Hunter at least should be getting in there. So yeah, we'll chump block Null Hunter. Go to 6. We're gonna get to kill Minsk and Boo, but it's just gonna feel like nothing, basically. Like we've, you know, it's too late to really matter. But we're gonna do it anyway. Get out of here. If only Boo actually also died, since it's called Minsk and Boo. Seems like a flavor fail, right? But yeah, we'd be in way better shape if I'd played the Herd Gorger. I still think it would be very difficult to win because of all the cards they drew. But this wouldn't have been able to attack me last turn, most likely. And then I'd have more life. And then the next turn I would have still killed Boo. So I really made a mistake there. How many fireballs do they run? Yeah, that'll do it. That does it. We lose our first match, and that's the only match we can lose if we want to qualify. So... yeah, hard to beat. I mean, Minsk and Boo and Lukamina individually are very hard to beat. In Game 1, I think we could have beaten one or the other. We would have beaten one or the other because Lukamina would have been gone. But in Game 3, it was just Minsk and Boo, but we had, you know, I think I played suboptimally in addition to, I mean, it is also playing suboptimally. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that hand. I don't know. But, yeah. It'll be interesting to go back and watch that third match because I feel like in Game 1 and Game 3, I probably had an okay chance at finding a win if I'd played a little better, but it was a tough situation for sure. So, okay, that thing can be a problem for sure. It can make, you know, any creature into a pretty big problem in terms of blocking it. The good news is it's a little clunky. The bad news is I don't think we have any ways to blow it up in our main deck or our sideboard. Man, Bronze Walrus is good. Okay, so we've got 4 mana. So do I want to kill this Walrus with Sewer Plague? Like... probably. Because I'm sure it was going to fix some mana for them or something. Of course, kind of looks like they didn't need any fixing. So play Nefarious Imp now. So even putting this on like a Priest of Ancient Lore is pretty gross. Because it becomes a 4-1 that if I block does 4 to me. Like, You know, that's what makes it good. It can really stack on anything. I'll really need to look at my sideboard. Even if we just have the Naga, and I think we do actually have the Naga, I might need to side it in. That's how much of a problem this thing can be. The only thing we can hope is that we can outgain them. You know, gain enough life that I'm not concerned. And 2 Herd Gorgers will help with that. That's for sure. So let's attack with our Imp here. Herd Gorger number 1. Like, I think I would even consider cutting our red splash and just splashing only white so I could run the Naga. Especially if, you know, they also have a Bronze Walrus. They also have a Sea Tower encampment, so imprisonment. So I think that is probably what we're going to do sideboard-wise here. Makes sense, I think. Oh, man. Reach with first strike. It's not very nice. Guess we'll play another Herd Gorger. Oh my god. Ever since we started 3-0, we've been going up against like decks with multiple bombs, and it's been rough. Okay, so you get another copy of that nonsense. Nefarious Imp is kind of blank right now. And I get to scry. I do take 4, but I think, you know, making them pay to equip it again is significant. The bad news is Caddy Bree is really good with it. Okay. Can't quite cast it, but I don't really think we can say no to it either. 4, 5. We got 6 mana. We have no way to deal with this right away, which is a big problem. Our mana has definitely been burning us these last few games. I mean, we do have a bunch of double black and double green that maybe should have said, maybe we don't splash white, but I felt like we had the means to do it, but I could have been wrong. But yeah, like, he can attack and make a copy, a duplicate attacking copy of something else, which is just messed up. So I think we just play Nefarious Imp and pass. So yeah, if this attacks, it gets +1/+1 counter. And then it has the ability to damage attacking or blocking creatures equal to the number of counters. Okay, they're going to put it there. I can live with that. I mean, it makes it a good attacker for the whole double team situation. Yeah, so we're going to block. We'd rather kill it and make them pay the mana again than anything else. And if they have a trick or something, I can use Arcane Archery if I have to. 8? 8's not quite enough. But I am going to take... we're going to take like 10 here, because... Oh no, it's just equal to its power. Oh no, we will. So we'll take 8. Yeah, we'll take 8. Wait. Oh, they only give it double strike. That's less awful. I was thinking it was the double power side. So we really need equipment and artifact hate in this matchup. Okay. Grim Hireling's good here. I wish I had more black mana so I could, like, use the treasure more meaningfully, but... Oh, reach. Reach is a thing, isn't it? I think we'll rumble. We need the treasure. We can use the treasure to untap the Herd Gorger, for example. Okay, they're going to block, which I'm more than happy to see. Does keep us from getting treasure, but we do get rid of that creature entirely. So yeah, we need artifact and enchantment hate in this matchup. More than I've ever wanted it in any limited matchup. No, that's not true. I mean, there's formats where every deck has a bunch of it, but in a format that doesn't have an enchantment or artifact theme, this is definitely the time I've wanted it the most. Pretty sure we have that Naga, like I said, but we're really going to have to scour our card pool and see if we can find any other things that will be useful against all of these powerful equipment. We did get rid of the reach creature, too, which is nice, although, you know, they can block with a 1/1, so... Gross. So the next creature they have will have flying. That is an aggressive attack. Yeah, I think we take it. So now... I think we swing with both of these. Really try to lay the pressure on them. Wow, they really do not want us to get treasure, but I'm actually still going to get some because this has trample. Yeah, and then we'll play Owlbear. So we can cast Pilgrim's Eye here and grab the other swamp we need. I think that seems pretty good. The removal effect here isn't going to do anything right away, so... Also gives us another thing that can just chump block. The only cool thing is the Nurturer can actually block and not damage the thing. And given how low our life is right now, I think that's actually... a serious consideration. So, yeah, we can wait until next turn. Pilgrim's Eye, grab Grim Bounty, and go for it, maybe. But we'll see. We're in a ton of trouble here because it does damage inevitably, you know. So, the only interesting things we can do, we could potentially block and blink one of our creatures. We could also blink this Herd Gorger so that it comes back next turn, and we gain the life. There's like a lot of things we can do, but a lot of them aren't great. I think probably blinking our Herd Gorger is the best bet. And then next turn, Pilgrim's Eye, Grim Bounty, kill the thing that has Fiend Lash on it if they've put it on something, is basically our plan. Alright, so they Dragon's Fire that. Do I save it with Pegasus Guardian, or is it just going to be better here to get our Herd Gorger free of its shackles? I think it might just be better, because I'll go up to 10, which is important against Fiend Lash, and then I'll be able to attack with 2 7/6s this turn. Yeah, so I think we just let this happen, sadly. Do get to scry, so there's that. Okay, we'll just leave the swamp on top. Alright, so yeah, we go Hill Giant, Herd Gorger. Alright, yep, that got us there. We were just going to be able to attack so hard, it didn't matter. So... like I said, maybe we're just cutting our black splash. I mean, our red splash. And looking for... So we do have the Naga. It's going to be kind of awkward because like half the time, more than half the time, we won't be able to cast it. But it does give us hate for all of those artifacts and enchantments. And we're already splashing white for the Guardian, so that's good. I don't think I have anything else, though. No. We don't have the 1 mana thing, which is a nice card to have. And by that I mean the 1 mana, you know, you either conjure a Naturalize or a Plummet into your hand. Oh wait, don't we have... We do have Choose Your... No, it only hits flyers. It doesn't hit artifacts. So yeah, I think this is what we do. So we need to add in another land. Don't think it's a Plains. I mean, I know we have a double white card, but we're mostly playing this for the artifact and enchantment hate, and sometimes we'll just be able to play it with our treasure or whatever. I mean, I could consider putting in 2 planes, I guess. Yeah. And then is there another white card we just want to throw in as a splash? Hippogriff's not terrible on a splash. Problem is, if you're splashing off of treasure, you know, using the adventure and then casting it is pretty challenging. And Priest is good, but I don't think I want to splash it. So we're probably just going to put in Sewer Plague number 3. Yeah, we did take out, you know, a Dragon's Fire, so more removal is probably good. Yeah. I could just go up to 9 forests, but I think this is fine. Yeah. That's the first true sideboarding we've really done in this thing. I mean, we've sideboarded, but that was much more meaningful. It's too bad we don't have more hate for all of their freaking artifacts, but oh my god, this is like our first hand of the day. So that's a mulligan. We're on the play, I mean the draw, and we can't, you know, we have 6 lands and 1 6-drop. There's nothing else we can play this on turn 6, right? You know, that's pretty good. Okay, this is better. Throw a swamp back. It's not great, but it's passable. You know, all we need to do is draw really well. Hey, we got our Naga. So we can hate on... If we see that Lash again, we can get rid of it. It ended up being clunky enough for them in that last game that it wasn't a big deal. That is not good. Yeah. You know, 2-drops with double team are pretty good against our deck because we do not have cheap removal. You know, we can't just like untap and kill this. Well, when we had Dragon's Fire, we could have, I guess, but we don't have red mana anyway, so. So yeah, I mean, this is a problem. I had one sealed pool where I had like 4 of these, and at one point I had like 8 on the board. It was kind of insane. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think we have to Sewer Plague that, or we're going to end up taking enormous amounts of damage. So let's just do that. Move on. Because that thing gives double strike. Unfortunately, they still keep the value of their treasure, which I don't like. We are going to actually play something, finally. So that's good. It's not great, though, because no matter which of these I play, they don't trade that effectively. Play this. Guess we're going to grab a mountain. Oh, we don't have a mountain anymore. We have all our colors. So we need double green at some point, so we'll get green. So we can block the soldiers, but they're going to get another one in their hand, which I don't like. But we can block... Oh, God. I was going to say, we can block Soldiers of the Watch at least, but now we're just taking 7 to the face. And yeah, I mean, I think that's what we do, is take 7 to the face. Okay, Owlbear, are you gonna slow things down on the ground for us? I would appreciate it if you could. But, you know, when you're this far behind, all your opponent has to have is like a trick or removal, and they just bust through your board and you're dead. So that's kind of just what it's looking like is going to happen. Yeah. Ooh, or they'll just steal our creature. So we go to 1 here. Yeah, we go to 1. Block that. Get that back. I guess playing 2 bodies here is wise. Yeah. So I'll play Pilgrim's Eye number 2. Grab ourselves, I guess, our second planes, because we do have Guardian Naga in our hand. And then play the Imp. Oh, what? How did that... What happened? Why? Oh, we're dead. I forgot that adds that line of text. Rough. I thought our 3 bodies would be enough, but they won't be, because we're at 1. So, on to game 3! No turn 2 double teamers, please. This has been a fun event, you know, and it's nice that, you know, we get 5,000 gems even if we lose this game, you know, and go 3-2. So, and it's fun just because it's higher stakes than normal. I basically qualified for it because I play more Magic now than I used to, basically, because the app finally works on my phone. I have like a less than stellar phone, and that's basically why I've been hitting Mythic lately, because I draft 2 or 3 extra times a week generally, and that's enough to play enough with my usual win percentage to get there. So right now we're like 700 something this time though, and we need to get top 250 to qualify for this again next month. And next month, you know, the unfortunate thing is the qualifiers aren't always limited. That's bad for me. I think next month it's like historic or something. So I would have to do some pretty serious prep. So I'm a little less motivated. Last month I knew it was going to be limited, so okay, so definitely want to play first. Not what we're looking for. Both are planes, okay. I guess I'm going to put a Herd Gorger back because we're so far from double green. Although I guess it's likely we get double green at some point, so maybe it's better just put back a planes. It's going to be funny if I won game 1, and we did, and then after sideboarding I lose game 2 and 3. Well, when I think what we did is definitely an upgrade, you know. Variance is part of it. Our mana is not perfect by any stretch either, so yeah. Okay, so we're going to lead with Sepulchre Ghoul here. No 2-drop is good. Decent chance that either the Ghoul or my Viconia ends up getting, like, Dragon's Raged here. Let's find out. Nope, just a treasure. I can live with that. So, like I said earlier, this is sort of a non-bow, the whole Viconia plus Sewer Plague thing, because, oh, I actually conjure a copy, so it won't be weakened. So that's nice. Okay. Oh boy. So, I definitely think we attack here. If they block, I can use Sewer Plague. If they don't block, I can use Sewer Plague. So, it's, I think we just let this happen, because if they have a trick or something, we don't want our Ghoul to get, like, blown out, so... And then we can still Sewer Plague second main phase, so... Without having to deal with another copy. Yeah, I mean, we are definitely getting burned, you know, double green. I mean, we do have 9 forests, and a bunch of treasure, and 2 Pilgrim's Eyes, so I don't think it was, like, a mistake. But it was a risk, I guess I would say, that we had to be ready for. What do you do? What does your green form even do? +2/+2. Well, it's probably what we're going to be doing with our turn, barring something amazing happening here. Well, we do draw another land, but, yeah. So I think we exile a Rabble-Rouser, and then transform her. Discard a green card or a forest. I think we lose one of our Herd Gorgers because we're so far away from them. So we're going to get a much larger Rabble-Rouser in the near future. Attack them down to 11. Yeah, it's going to be a 3/5. 2-mana 3/5. So if nothing else, we can play it next turn. That's the nice thing about the Specialize here. I wish you got to choose land or non-land with these, but then I guess they'd be too good. All right, we got there. They must have just also had a bad hand. Like, that's the only explanation I could think of. It's not like we were doing amazing. I mean, we were doing pretty well given our mana situation, I guess, and they had a creature who couldn't block, so their life was super low, and we were going to play another creature, but I didn't feel like we were going to win that one, but we did. All right, 3 more. Got to win 3 more without losing another one. That is how we started the day. We won 3 and then lost 1. So let's do that again. Man, best of 3's long, isn't it? Yep, that's a keeper. It's a little slow. Don't love that part, but... Ooh, now I really don't love it. Not being able to kill, like, Kobold Workcaller right away always feels awful. Just awful. It's such a good 1-drop. Yep. We ain't got nothing, so we're going to be taking some damage here. We have managed to weather a few early aggressive starts and then turn it around, but oh my god. I don't know about being able to do it this time. Go to 10. Okay. I'm way too far away from that Herd Gorger. So, we got to kill Ambergris here. But, you know, likely they play another thing with haste here, attack us down to like 4. And then what do we do? If I draw a mountain, I could play Kalain and Pilgrim's Eye, which would be pretty exciting. But yeah. Oh my god. Oh boy. So like I said, we're down to 4. That means we're dead, right? I mean, there's not anything we can do. I guess I can bluff and hope they decide not to attack with everything, but that seems highly unlikely. The best bluff is probably play Pilgrim's Eye, grab Plains. Oh, wait. I can play Pilgrim's Eye, grab Mountain. Oh, no. I don't have the mana to do it, though, because I'd have to play... I can't play 2 lands this turn. I would have to play Kalain first to make that happen. Okay. Well, we're going to play Pilgrim's Eye and grab a Mountain here. I think that is still what we want to do. Just in case, because... Yeah. I think we're dead, though. May need to sideboard significantly here, because our opponent's curve is so low. It's definitely something worth thinking about. I mean, you know, they did get an amazing draw here, but... we've all played against and with decks like that, where you just have all the early drops. So... what do we have that's really good against a mountain of X1s? I mean, Breath Weapon gets kind of interesting in a matchup like this, I think. We could cut our white splash and throw in Breath Weapon. I mean, it hurts us too, but I think it's so good against their creatures that I might want to do it. Yeah, I think we do it. Grab this Breath Weapon, cut Pegasus Guardian, cut a Plains. Run a second Mountain. We do have 3 red cards now, so probably. Sewer Plague's also pretty good, but it's not amazing. Is it better than Band Together? It probably is, just because if we're having a slow start, we can still use Sewer Plague, so I guess we'll bring in a Sewer Plague too. Yeah. Grim Wanderer is big, but it's so bad against like those 3/1s that I'm not super into it. Incidental Life Gain is a little better, but our deck has that, you know. We could add a little more maybe, but the Bard is mediocre enough that I don't love it. Okay. No black, but Pilgrim's Eye will get it for us. And we're on the play, which is nice. I mean, I'd like to play this Sepulchre Ghoul on turn 2, but I'll be okay. Oh, no. Oh, God. Warcaller is the bane of my existence. So, give it haste, attack with... Okay, it's just a unicorn. That's much better than what they did last game. Okay, well, they're... I don't think Dueling Rapier is very good, personally, but there you go. So, we did draw a gate, but because it comes into play untapped, I think we still grab a swamp here. We do have a Grim Hireling. We can potentially play it next turn, attack, and then kill the Warcaller, which is pretty good, I think. So, we'll take 3. Yeah, I like that, I think. So, Hireling. They may be able to kill it. If they can kill it, we're going to be pretty sad. It's not like it's not vulnerable, you know? So... Interesting. All right, so they destroy that, which I don't love, but I do get to hold on to my Hireling for now. I think I just take 4 if they attack me here. Yep. Yeah, they don't want to attack us because of the ability. Do I cast Sewer Plague on the Unicorn here, or the Warcaller? I could also just play Viconia, but... They're both such problematic cards, but the good news is, like, the part of the game where the Warcaller is utterly devastating is kind of over, and the Unicorn's ability to pump everything is probably more of a problem. So, I think we hit the Unicorn. If they don't use the ability in response, attacking with the Hireling might be worth it. We do need double green so badly, again, which, you know, again, I think has to do with our mana base. There are so many things that could go wrong if I attack with my Hireling. Most of them do involve their creature dying too, I guess. I think we do it. If they have removal, they probably had it all along, right? So... Alright, that works out. I mean, we get to kill that thing, and yeah, something in their hand just gained haste. But we still have our Hireling and Kobold, What's-It-Who's-It is gone, and then they spend 5 to blow it up, which I think I can live with. Forest off the top would be cool. Okay. Well, I guess we just play Owlbear. We do have double green. I don't know what I was talking about a minute ago. So let's play our Owlbear here. Alright, so next turn we can play Herdgorger. Feels like we're gaining control of this game. That is something of a problem. We're going to sack a forest. Ooh, and it has haste. Kind of forgot about that part. So we're going to take 6. That's a good draw. So we just Grim Bounty this thing out of our lives. Attack for 4. I think play Viconia, because, you know, getting our Hireling or whatever and transforming it is pretty strong. And I can also block if I just have to block. I mean, I probably just play Herdgorger rather than the other options here. Should pretty much seal the deal and pressure them more than Viconia would be able to on her own. They are looking at my graveyard, which is concerning. All right, we did it. Game 3. pretty good. We have a couple of 2-drops, Pilgrim's Eye to grab us mana. All works out. Turn 1 Unicorn. No 2-drops, please. Oh, man. Okay. I think trading a Sepulchre Ghoul for one of these is pretty appealing. You know, or removal. It is a little sad that Viconia would have survived that, but, you know, that's how life is. So I probably just kill the Warcaller here before things get really crazy. Yeah. Sewer Plague on Warcaller. We go to 11 here. Are they out of gas? I hope so. I guess if they were, they would have used the ability, so. Whew. Okay, so Pilgrim's Eye it is. At least I can block Duskguard and trade. And then I can grab another Swamp. I guess they buffed their whole board here, so we just have to block to not get hurt, basically. So we still take 6. This game's looking a lot more like that first one did, unfortunately. We just aren't able to do enough, basically. So I can use Grim Bounty plus play Viconia here. I guess that's the play. I guess that's the best thing we can do. Yeah. So we Grim Bounty. What do we Grim Bounty? Seems like the Unicorn is creating the most problems for us right now, but it's not like the 3/3 doesn't matter. And Viconia can still block. I think we just want to get rid of the 3/3 because it can attack well no matter what, whereas the 2/3 and 4/2 I can at least trade with. So yeah, we'll kill the Stalwart here. I mean, this is definitely the better card, but we got to block. We got to make a situation where we still have life. So I think that's what we had to do. I need for them to just be out of gas, basically. If I can play Servok next turn, I'll be pretty happy. And this is still alive. Looking at our graveyard. Where's that breath weapon? You know, that's what we're really looking for. So I think we probably block the 4/2 and take 2 here. Although, interesting. What's in the graveyards? That's why they were looking. So the Warcaller. I could specialize and grab the Warcaller, cast it, and get the Drain 2 out of it. I could also potentially specialize and get Pilgrim's Eye. Although I'm going to discard a Forest, so it'll just be bigger. So this is tricky. I don't think we can afford to go to 1, unfortunately. I think just playing a bigger creature is probably better. So if they have indestructibility here, we are probably done. They don't, but they save their creature either way. We would have been dead, though, if we took it. So that's the small consolation I have for myself. So let's play Servok here. And let's play Scaled Nurturer. I really wish the sound wasn't non-existent, but, you know. Magic Arena for you. Oh, boy. I'm kind of leaning towards chumping. The only problem is... I wish one of these had lifelink so badly. The only problem is it's not like Servok can do that much on this board. Like, and getting rid of the Duskguard would obviously be better. Yeah, I think we have to block. Well, we do have to block no matter what. I don't know why they didn't attack with both, but I guess maybe they didn't have to. Oh, good. So, okay, we draw a body that can protect us, but this is going to have first strike, so it's not going to be that great. We need breath weapon. We would hold on to our dragon. So buff everything and attack us with both. We have to block both. And then we're probably dead the next turn. So I actually can take 2. I think I probably do that. They could have the means to do 1 more damage to us, but all I have to do is draw a creature or a removal spell to buy us 1 more turn. So I guess Pilgrim's Eye is probably just a better block because there's a chance we draw Breath Weapon. So we go to 1 here. Oh, okay. We can wait until they use the ability, which may actually have more of a meaningful effect. Like if they use the Unicorn's ability again. I guess I don't think they will use that ability again. So I should probably just use it now. Yeah. Get out of here. All right, we're at 1. Can we stabilize? Maybe if we draw back-to-back Herd Gorgers or something like that. But that's about it. Okay, I'm glad I didn't wait because we wouldn't have been able to kill that thing. So lose a forest. Draw a forest, pass the turn, so we have to block the Earth Cult Elemental, hope we top deck like a Herd Gorger or a Grim Bounty or something, and that they don't play anything else, and they do. So we do draw a Herd Gorger, but it's not going to save us now. It's too late. We only go to 4, and then they can attack with both of these. The only way we could possibly win is if they are afraid to attack, but they're not going to be. Yeah, they got us. They got us. So we finished the event 4-2. You know, that's a winning record, and it's against basically the highest level of competition you can play against. So I don't think that's terrible. Qualifying would have been cool, but it also means I get to stream tomorrow. This ended up being so long that normally I'm recording this on a Saturday when I would normally be streaming, but this took so long, which is good because it meant we got to play a lot. I mean, we get 7,500 gems too, which is pretty nice payout. But yeah, I didn't get to stream today, but I will tomorrow. You won't see this video on YouTube until tomorrow, which is Sunday. So, but yeah. So that does it. Would I do anything differently? I don't know. I may have stretched our mana thinner than I needed to. You know, the 2 Pilgrim's Eyes helped, but maybe not splashing the Guardian or Kalain. And just like 1 Dragon's Fire and 1 Guardian. Might have been better, but yeah. But overall, it was good. I mean, the Grim Hireling did some serious work for us. You know, it did great. And we had a lot of good commons and uncommons as well that really got us there. So, yeah. So, that does it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.